Welcome back, and that was our feature to mark our Children's Day today. As we celebrate our children, indeed, they are our lives and they are our light. So we join the Nigerian children to say Happy Children's Day. And to talk more about children, we have a guest with us this morning to talk to us more on very important topic, talking about entrepreneurial skill in children, how to get children involved in business, in entrepreneurship, right from a young stage. Help us to welcome our own in-house personality, Engineer Abayomi Onosonya. He is the Global Director, Africa House. Yes, you're welcome this
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Thank
morning.
you for
You're
having me.
welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining
So
us.
Thank you for having me.
we can say Happy Children's Day to our.
Yes, happy children.
To
We're
our
all
wonderful
children, guys.
children.
Yes,
Happy Children's Day. Okay, let's kick off now. Let's look at the age. At what age should we start introducing children to entrepreneurship?
All right. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Abuja. Happy Children's Day to our wonderful children across Nigeria and across the world. And the journey of entrepreneurship does not really have a time, let me say, age bracket, but it is good to start when the child begins to show signs of maturity. That means he's able to respond to basic communications like come, go, sit, and he's able to show some level of responsibility, because I would say, if I'm to put an age bracket to it, I would say start at age 5. When the child is able to, carry out instructions, is able to say, okay, go here, do this, do that. So that particular age is where you start building that mentality up. And this is where we've made a lot of errors as Africans, because we were raised, that we should just go to school, get a degree, and then look for a job. Unfortunately, this is the wrong mentality, and this has stayed with us till today. So we need to change that mindset. Children, we need to start imbibing that culture into children at a very, very young age, so that by the time they grow, they don't become job seekers, they become job creators. This is where this is important.
Okay. Yes, we agree with you 100%. Now, we want you to really spell it out for us. If you identify any talent in children or they show any interest concerning entrepreneurial skill or business around, how can parents, educators, both in school environment, and caregivers give them that full support?
That's a fantastic one, because when we say entrepreneurship in the African context, people think it's buying and selling. No. Entrepreneurship cuts across different areas. Like you said, different children have different mentalities, different interests. You see that sometimes a child loves to put things together, maybe blocks. Some child will just get a pen and a paper and they'll start drawing. Some will just show that ability to save. Like when I was growing up with my brother could save. In those days, my father would give us, I think, 1 naira, to go to school, and he would keep his money till the closing hour. But me, I will finish that money even before the first morning bell. I'll go to the puff stand, and just blow the 1 naira, and then during lunch break, I'll go to my brother's class. Please now. So some children have that skill, that God's gift to keep money. So now you have different categories of children. For the guy who knows how to keep money, teach him, financial, I won't say accounting now. Teach him the principles of finance. Like, okay, see, you can save this, you can get interest and all that. For the guy who likes to draw, give him the necessary support to be very good at drawing. And we've seen artists who make money from paintings. Just few, was it Abuja here or Lagos? I saw a painting being sold for 800,000 naira. 800,000. Wow. So imagine you've taught your child how to, build up on that skill of drawing properly. And with that, the child can be making money as an artist. And the child who likes to put blocks together, it could be a designer, it could be someone who builds robots. Like my son, for example, at a very young age, he likes to build things. He will say, Daddy, this is a robot, even if they're just plastic things. But today now, he's actually working with robots and all that. So it could be a robotic engineer who's designing robots to solve basic things, like a robot that sweeps the floor, a robot that cooks and whatnot. So entrepreneurship is not buying and selling, please, in the African context. It cuts across, even media. Imagine a child who likes to talk a lot, who likes to interact with people. Some kids have that boldness. They'll see strangers, hey, good morning, sir, good morning, ma. So that child has a skill in event management, branding, and at a young age, the child can have his own events companies.
But the problem here is some of our parents, even now it's still
Yes.
happening. They want a specific thing for you, career for you.
That's
So
true.
if they find such interest, they'll just treat it with levity.
Exactly. So I'm imploring parents, please, that generation, our generation, we're on our way out of the system. Please let this new smart generation, let them be what they want to be. Don't, because why? And I don't blame our parents, you see, because us growing up that time, there were certain careers that was considered safe. You either be a doctor, you become an engineer,
Or
you
a
become an
lawyer.
architect, a lawyer, and all those major fields. When you say you want to be an artist, the father will take you to church or mosque and pray, God, this is the attack of the devil. You see what I'm saying? So that fear is still in some African parents. So they want them to be in that specific field to make money. But guess what? Those fields no longer make money as the other fields. Like
Yes.
art. You know how much those singers make today? A very good singer. They make billions, billions. So please let them be what they want to be. But I'm not saying don't just guide. Don't let them just no. It's your job to study your child carefully. And the teachers also will tell the parents, please, this child has this particular skill set. Please let's develop it. Give him extra classes. Give him tools and equipment to make him better. And thank God for internet. You don't need to travel to Afghanistan or to France to be able to learn. You can just go online, encourage that person to build up on that skill, and in the end they can make serious money. And in fact, no, it's not about money really, because in the end, we have to digress towards the side of money. Yes, money is good. Money allows you to do a lot of things, but it's that passion. And I'll give an example that that happened to a friend of mine. While we were at the University of Lagos studying engineering, electrical electronics to be specific, I had this colleague, her name was Susie, we called her Susie that time. Susie, brilliant, intelligent young lady, and then she came out with a first class. Can you imagine? First class in the University of Lagos. The moment she finished her first class degree, you'll expect her to go and look for a job. You know what she's doing now? She's singing opera. She's one of the best opera singers in the world.
Wow.
Engineer to opera. It just doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
She's always had that passion for art, opera, and art, and she's doing fantastically well where she is now, because that's what she
Personally,
loves.
I'm an advocate of talent. Talent will lead.
Exactly.
It will come out.
Okay, let's
Alright.
look at now the role of school in terms of their curriculum. So that let's see that apart from the parents encouraging their children, let's look at the role.
Well, unfortunately, we've got it all wrong in Nigeria. I don't know about African countries, because our curriculum or curricula is not designed to make children entrepreneurial, build entrepreneurial skills in them. It's majorly physics, chemistry, biology, geography, this the math, and just pass and pass. But unfortunately, the world is moving away from all these things. The school needs to add extra modules in their study, their curricula, that focuses a whole lot on entrepreneurship skills. I saw a video on Instagram. It's a viral video of children in kindergarten in China learning how to cook, learning how to sew, learning how to say, hey.
Yes.
So now imagine that. So, and remember in those days, we had home economics, we had woodwork, and all those things that we used to do. I don't know if they still do it now or not.
Yes, they do.
Exactly, but let them understand that, yes, while those major topics are important, courses are important, but there are certain things that you can learn. So we need to add extra, and of course, it may be difficult for the curricula to change overnight. But what individual schools can now do is the principal and the teachers can come together and say, fine, let us create extra programs or extra lessons in entrepreneurship and all that, especially finance. An average African man does not know finance, and this is killing us. He doesn't know the difference between his profit, his personal income. A friend will come, he will remove from the business cash, and they'll go and buy him Coca-Cola, go and buy him biscuits, go and buy him rice. No, you need to be financially savvy. So some of these things our schools need to start teaching us, even from primary school. That when your father gives you 1 naira, don't spend that 1 naira. Calculate what you want to eat. Okay, I like cookies, I like this. Save some, and in the end, carry that savings and do a business with it, or do something. Make something like maybe lemonade, sell to your friends, or make cookies at home, bake cake, and all that. So this is where education plays a very, very key role. We need to run away from physics, chemistry, biology, and all the general subjects. Let's add extra things, even robotics, even AI, all these things that the whole world is
Coding
doing.
and
Coding, thank you. How many schools actually have it as a major? They don't. It's just one of those things they do once a week. No, it should be a major thing so that we can compete globally.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. What a wonderful
Honestly,
information this morning.
yes, it's good. You can see what we're dishing out to you as you celebrate your day. So please, you have to channel your energies to positive use. If there's any talent you have, especially like he gave an example, they give you 1 naira, you go and save it, and that means there's something. So we should look out for our kids who have such, talents. Now we've been talking about involving our children in entrepreneurship, and remember, it will make, like you said, it will really, what would I say? It will release a lot of stress on us as parents. So thank you so much.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
The program is still Good Morning Abuja. Don't go anywhere. Go for a break and we'll be right back.